Good morning. Back in the office with the questionable lighting. And this is leaned up against literally the blinds. So I'm a little afraid it's just gonna tip forward and completely crash down, but oh my gracious. Good morning. Okay. This morning is Psalm 145. I'm overshooting. Sometimes I'm like perfect on estimating where the book of Psalms is, and sometimes it takes me 10 years. Okay, let's read some Psalms. This is Psalm 145, entitled The Greatness and Goodness of God. Praise of David. I will extol you, my God and King. I will bless your name forever and ever. Every day I will bless you. I will praise your name forever and ever. Great is the Lord and worthy of much praise, whose grandeur is beyond understanding. One generation praises your deeds to the next and proclaims your mighty works. They speak of the splendor of your majestic glory, tell of your wonderful deeds. They speak of the power of your awesome acts and recount your great deeds. They celebrate your abounding goodness and joyfully sing of your justice. The Lord is gracious and merciful, slow to anger and abounding in mercy. The Lord is good to all, compassionate toward all your works. All your works give you thanks, Lord, and your faithful bless you. They speak of the glory of your reign and tell of your mighty works, making known to the sons of men your mighty acts, the majestic glory of your rule. Your reign is a reign for all ages, your dominion for all generations. The Lord is trustworthy in all his words and loving in all his works. The Lord supports all who are falling and raises up all who are bowed down. The eyes of all look hopefully to you. You give them their food in due season. You open wide your hand and satisfy the desire of every living thing. The Lord is just in all his ways, merciful in all his works. The Lord is near to all who call upon him in truth. He fulfills the desire of those who fear him. He hears their cry and saves them. The Lord watches over all who love him, but all the wicked he destroys. My mouth will speak the praises of the Lord. All flesh will bless his holy name forever and ever. Amen. This psalm really seemed like it fit into a week of rest for me, because the praise of God that it contains is a constant. Praise is a constant for us. When we're overwhelmed and cluttered and crowded and stressed out and we feel like we need to be still, it can help to have something that we know is the same, something that's constant, something that we can hold on to, and something to help us remember that God is that constant, that God is always the same. God is always something we can hold on to. He does not change, and he's always worthy of our praise. So God's person and his self and the way that he interacts with us is the same yesterday and today and forever. And our ability to praise him for that is the same yesterday and today and forever. He is always going to be worthy of that praise. These things are always going to be true of God. He doesn't change. It's endless. I wrote down, he is endlessly good and endlessly praiseworthy were the words that kind of just like popped into my head the other week. That this whole psalm is just praise to God from us, right? It's you can read this as a prayer so easily. You are to be blessed. All your works give you thanks. And this is the thing that if we're having trouble, if we're feeling stressed out about something or feel like God's not listening, even sometimes, we talked about gratitude last week, even sometimes finding things to be grateful for is hard, right? But God's goodness, as told in this psalm, is always worthy of praise, is always perfect, is always the same. in verse 18, it was my the one that I wrote down, that the Lord is near to all who call upon him, to all who call upon him in truth. Going back to the constancy of God, that he is near to all who call upon him. I love the language. The language in Psalms is often so poetic, and it's the qualifiers of all and every and goodness for generations, and it just feels like the power and the constancy and the perfection of God is written into every single one of these. And so the Lord is near to all who call upon him. He's always near. There isn't anything that can ward him off or turn him away, or there isn't anything from us, any perfection or any extra goodness or extra work that can bring him nearer. He is as near as it is possible for any particle to be to us all the time. And he is endlessly good and endlessly praiseworthy and endlessly with us, and endlessly ready to receive us and to let us find refuge in him whenever we choose. So here's Psalm 145. Let this be a prayer of praise for all of us today.